Alright, morning folks, we're back on the driveway. Bolting more bits and pieces on to the NC. So last time we put on the SW-Motech ALU rack. I finished that video off just with the base plate on for my dodgy top box, which is now on and good. It's probably as solid as it's ever been. That's the ALU rack. So if you look at the previous video, you'll see how that all went on and how that fitted up. So next are the side case Pannier racks. So I ordered them along with the ALU rack, the top box rack. So these are the side case racks themselves, which bolt onto the side of the ALU rack. They're all the nuts and bolts and bits and pieces. So these pieces here I won't need because they're included with the ALU rack. So I don't need those. That's the bracket that goes around the back of the number plate holder and all that sort of stuff. They're the bolts that they're the brackets that go on to the foot pegs, and it all goes together with these quick lock quarter turn fasteners. So yeah, easy to get on and off and that sort of stuff. I think even I can do it with my limited ability to do anything mechanically. But anyway, we'll give it a go, see how we go. Alright, so first step on both sides is the brackets that go down onto the passenger's foot pegs, onto the pillion's foot pegs, which is this one. So that sits in there like that. There's a spacer that goes at the back. So that's our bottom mount. Do that on both sides. And that's what the bottom of the rack bolts onto. So I'll do that on both sides. And then we'll come back to the next step. I don't have to do any of this stuff up here. These are the brackets that I showed you before that I'm not using because they're part of the ALU rack. And I don't have to do all that stuff under the seat and replace the bushes and all that sort of stuff because I've already done it. So that's good. Alright, so that's that bracket just done up, finger tied in there now. I'll do the same on the other side and then we're ready to attack the back end, I think. Alright, I'll just show you these very quickly. These are the cam locks that hold the different parts of the pannier frames together. So they're like a half turn locking system. This washer goes on the other side once you put the cam lock in the piece, so that the cam lock doesn't fall out. So that holds it in. That's like a locking washer, and that's the actual cam lock that holds it all together. And so what happens is that, I'm not sure if I can do this one-handed, but let me get around this side where there's some better light. Yeah, so they just sort of go in there and hold it all together with just sort of a quarter turn type thing. I'll just try and do that again. So yeah, they just lock in like that. And obviously once it's all done up tight, it's all secure, but that's how they're the fasteners that actually hold it all together. And then there's a bracket that goes around the back here, which will run across here to strengthen the back, and runs underneath the number plate apparently. Alright, so I think what I'll do now is just get it all loosely fitted up, because I've got to drill some holes through here, which I obviously can't hold the camera on my own and drill at the same time. I have enough problems doing things without holding cameras as well while I do it. So anyway, I'll get it all fitted up loosely and then I'll show you what it looks like before I tighten it all down properly. Well, I'll just show you these cam locks in place because I'm not always 100% sure that I'm clear what I mean when I say something. Anyway, so that's the cam lock through the outer bracket, and then that's that little washer that goes on the other side of it, which stops the cam lock pulling out while you're working on it, so you don't drop your cam locks. And then that sort of sits in there, and that goes through the other side into the other bracket. So that's just like a little washer that keeps it from pulling back out, so you don't lose them when you're working on it. Sorry about my focus. It's not always the best. Anyway, yeah, so I think that's quite an ingenious little system. And it seems quite sturdy and strong, even though I haven't done up the bottom brackets tight yet. They're only finger tight, but it should be all right, I think. All right, so that's it loosely fitted on with the back bracket that goes across the back underneath the number plate. So, you know, I think that's all right. The number plate will actually hide that back bracket. So, yeah, I quite like that idea. Some others you see where the back bracket runs around the place and you can see it. But yeah, it'll be nicely hidden under the number plate there. Now, very fortunately, it says in the instructions that you need to drill 2 holes for that back bracket to fit in there, but mine line up perfectly with where the number plate bolts on. So I'll get some different bolts for the number plate, some slightly longer ones, put some Loctite on them like I have with all the bolts, and save me drilling holes through the back. You know, you got to take the little wins when you get them, I suppose. I know it's only a small thing, but you know, that's made my day. All right, so that's kind of it fitted up now, and that's sort of how it looks on the bike. Really close to the bike, doesn't stick out very far at all, and it's really kind of, you know, neat and tidy, and it just looks really good, I think, with the ALU rack and my dodgy top box. I think that's a winner. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, well, I think that's about it, because now I'm just going to put the number plate on and tighten everything up, and we're done. So I don't think I'll carry on too much more about this. I really, really like it. So I think I'll leave it at that. So yeah, there you go. I could highly recommend the SW-Motech racks and stuff, at least for fitting purposes. I obviously haven't been bashing through the bush with them yet, and need some side cases, but my soft panniers will still fit over those okay. My Nelson rig pannier, soft panniers, so that's good. Yeah, pretty happy with that. Took all of like half an hour to fit them. Really, really good, really happy. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll leave this one here, and if you ride safe, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.